So someone asked me the other day in Discord if I had any combo videos recorded, and no, I don't. But this can be that, I thought. So I wrote down a bunch of
Take your pick.
not
Arizona.
combos, but links, let's say, sequences that I think we should probably talk about, right? If you're new or Arizona getting into the game and you want to know like what to focus on and what to do, then this should help you, I hope. Yeah, you can see my inputs there on the left. And let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is 6A. So 6A, great anti-air, moves her forward a little bit, hits really high up. And if the opponent is jumping, then it will hit them out of the air. Great. So what can you do after you've hit them out of the air? Well, the first thing is you can jump after 6A. I don't know if you already know this, but if you hold up or up back or up forward, then you will jump, right? So if you do 6A into jump C, then you can keep hitting them after 6A. Okay. The benefit of this one in particular is that it is a consistent route from an anti-air at any height. And the reason that that's important is because the next one, right? She flips out, doesn't hit her. But if they're on their way down, then it does hit. So it doesn't hit, does hit. So this is also an anti-air, but it enables optimal damage routes. So next up is elbow. It's a command normal, so you press forward and B, and it bounces them on hit, and you can combo after it if you don't know. So you can just press B again, and you will hit them. You can also press C. You don't have to dash, you don't have to do anything, you just time it right. That's about all I want to say about that. All right, next. So Arizona has 3 ropes. Let's talk about them. Normal rope. Don't hold anything. Press D. And you pull them towards you. Okay, so after 5D rope, you can press any button.
Gotcha.
So you can do A, B, or C. They get progressively more difficult. Obviously, they do more damage as you go up A, B, C. 4D, this is an anti-air rope. I don't really want to call it that because using it as an anti-air is more of a read and not a reaction. It can get you in trouble, let's just say. But if you do pop them up, you can combo in all the same ways that you could for normal rope. You can jab. You can press B. What's next? You can press C. Great. When are you going to be that close? Well, after you land a normal rope, you're that close. So what do? How do you land a 4D after you've already landed a 5D? Looky there. All right, now it connects. All right, next, I wrote down 2-2C, 2D. Core skill, recognizing distance. So Stomp C goes pretty far, and actually it goes far enough that you can hit it and miss 4D. How unfair is that? Shame. Poor Arizona. Well, not really, because actually at this max range you can get a 2D as long as you time it right. There we go. What I wrote down was 2-3-6-C 2D, which is that. The core skill here is, I guess, canceling order and magic gain. So why is this useful, right? With ground bounce, this link is 100% consistent. So you can combo into it, right? Like that. But if you've already used ground bounce, then they can tech out of it. What's next? In the corner. Okay, let's talk about this. So magic gain in the corner. This is a core skill for Arizona because, well, how do you do it? There are other ways, but this is probably the easiest. So after a tumble, right, you can backdash 5B 2C rope. This is the one I do. The reason I do it is because it adds less JD, and I want to keep my JD as low as possible because I am a bully. Next up, headbuck C into magic dash. Okay, so canceling, right? This is a core skill. This is more niche, but this allows you to continue your combo after an early headbuck C. It also allows you to side switch. This is probably the most useful when you're fighting your way out of the corner. Right, so now they're back in the corner. Great. 3C, that's next up. So 3C, jump B, jump C. This is a universal route. I guess there's no real core skill here. This is not optimal, but it is something you could fall back on. Something that's a little bit better would be jump BAB. So jump BAB is good because it preserves your ground bounce. All right, next up, this is, I don't even know why I bothered listing this, but just in case you don't know, you can stomp and then you can stomp again with a stronger button if you start from stomp A. Right? Stomp A, stomp B, stomp A, stomp C. This is good for hit confirming and cancels, I guess. This enables a ton of other routes for Arizona. Right, like loads of stuff. Something else worth mentioning is that 2-2A can go into 2D. This can even work on block if the opponent is not holding up to escape. So we set the opponent to block always. They block the stomp, but they still get caught by the rope. Okay, next up, 2C, 2-2C. All right, this is like the quintessential core Arizona skill. This trains height management, which as you get better is probably the determining factor on whether you're good at Arizona combos or not. And so what is this link? 2C, 2-2C. Doesn't seem that hard. Oh no, what's this? Why doesn't it work? Well, the reason is stomp, it's really low to the ground. Yeah, see it there? Did you see it flash by? Sweep pops them up. And you see there's actually quite a bit of distance there. As they come off the ground, you can see in the background that's blurred. And if you were to stomp, it goes under. So, what is the secret? The secret is delay your stomp. This just takes practice. This is something you will want to practice. Trust me, you want to practice this. This allows for better damage before your ender. It allows for optimal routing. This is the one. If you were going to do any of these and you're committed to learning Arizona, you're going to want to learn this. Just showed you how to link into Stomp C. But what do you do afterwards? Well, you have some options. The first is JB or short hop B. And you can just keep looping that, right? The core skill here is jump canceling after stomp. Allows you to keep comboing after stomp. Simple as. Another reason that this is good is because this short hop, like there's nothing special you have to do. So you don't have to worry about, am I close enough to hit them with another move? You are close enough. On the flip side, if you don't want to use JB, well, why wouldn't you? Okay, so JB does a lot of juggle decay. 115, and then if we just do 5B, we're at 70, right? So way less juggle decay. All that to say, after a stomp, you can dash and press 5B and keep comboing. So that was the last two things, right? 2C, 2C, and dash 5B. Now there's one more. So 5B allows for better damage. Well, 5C allows for best damage, but it is much more difficult. As you can see. Alright, so that allows for optimal damage routes. It's something you'll want to learn eventually. It's maybe not the most important. Alright, let's talk about supers. In a safe state, the easiest way to link after this is Magic Dash. Right? Easiest way to link. Requires one magic. However, there's another way, and it's just dashing. There's nothing special to this. You just dash, you hold the button, you hit 5C, you get the damage. In a previous patch, Arizona's level 2 did not launch as high, and this was pretty difficult and required some tricky movement. Now, it does not, and there's really no reason you shouldn't just learn to do this. That is most consistent pickup, is dash, 5C, stomp C, short hop B. So you can do whatever you want. Let's talk about deadbuck, and then we'll be done. So that's deadbuck. Deadbuck is a good reversal. You can pick up your combo after deadbuck if you are ready. I was not.
Gotcha.
See? This is a precise spacing adjustment and a link, but you can keep comboing and it's net 0 magic. That is to say you start with the same amount of magic you started before because you spent one and you got one. Now there's another way. The benefit of this is if your deadbuck was blocked, then you're safe, but you spend 2 and you can pick up. And I think that's about all I want to talk about.